Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Hidden Flame. Welcome to the penultimate episode. Yes, I said the penultimate. That is the second to last episode. We have 4 missions to go. One of them is the final mission. So what I will be doing, regardless of how long this video takes, I will be busting out the 3 episodes, the 3 quests. At the end of the 3rd quest, when I get to the Endwalker quest, I will end the video. In the next video, it is going to be from the start of that quest till the end of the credits roll. Be it 45 minutes, be it 4 hours. That's how long the video is going to be. So please keep that in mind as we go forward. Hello world. We should return to the outpost for now. The others will like to hear about our errand. Omicron. What are these guys? Mambita? Okay, no idea what that is. I know it's not the Greek alphabet because that would be Lima. Rahaya says you found the suspicious Omicron. That's good. Because the units here are no help. All they had to say was the same thing about the extended operations unit. That there is no way to arrange a direct meeting. Still, that served to prove that it is business as usual at the outpost. So, enough about us. Tell me what you learned. Tell me you learned something useful. Actually, yes. An Omnicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life. None of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. This unit may as well be in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omnicrons invade other stars to enhance themselves, using the spoils of conquest. With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies to be maybe in the part or in whole. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to be in ordinary Omnicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. The problem is how to go about ascertaining it if that's what happened. When I attempted to probe it further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would be willing to reveal its true identity. I have an idea. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger, much stronger. At that moment, it should the unit exhibit a reaction that could suggest it had a connection to Sir. An inspiring idea, I dare say, worth a try. I had a feeling you'd be on board. This time, You must allow me to do the honors. Well, I'll stand guard in case your incarnation draws centuries to the scene. For my part, I will approach our subject and divert its attention. During which, hidden, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behavior. I should mention that shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first I assumed it was the unit on patrol, but perhaps... that could be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Alright, Alfino and I will stand by the console. When it is time, unleash a veritable storm. This will work, I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend, let us find this doubt-plagued Omicron. I'm getting hungry. What the hell? Map! Map, please. Okay, it looks like I have to go this way. Seriously, dude? You're the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Full glad I'm to find you again. I have a question for you, you see, about the device which sustains the tree. Provided it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information, very well. Begins distracting the Omicron soon as I strike the console with lightning. Cool. Observe him closely for erratic behavior. Nope. I see you, Sigma. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic. Error confirmed. My connection to the Central Command is suffering from intimate failures. I must leave at once and present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. Oh, no you don't. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It's to confront the truth. While we speak, our comrades struck the console, which you used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of your anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. To what end you sought to avert this fact, I do not know. But before we speak further, We trust you move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well. Our friends are at the console. Lead us there. Please be voiced.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. This body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused. I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure, for we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy are spent, for I have no path to offer them. None.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible. In the beginning, we have a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The vital spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair. The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise. Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more, that this won't be the end.
Not again. I can't.
Forcing you through this again is the last thing I want, and I'm sorry. But we've never broken a promise to each other. So I ask that you have faith in us, and hear my request. First, I want to visit Ishgard with you, properly. We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights. Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account. And last but not least, a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind, and it will be marvelous. It will.
Fist bump.
If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before? Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly.
The consciousness theory.
What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say. Yet, technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time. Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self. And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Were you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not describe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together. So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
And then there was 3.
You idiot! Just once! Stay with us to the end!
They all leave nothing. We all leave so easily. As if nothing. How do they think we feel? Next time we meet out, I'll give them such a flick. And that'll be just the start. The crystalline path Rahab has paved for us. Difficult it is, we must carry on. For our friends who await us in faith. So come, let us seek out the path's beginning, and it appears to be near the outpost. Come on, Alize, let's go. I'm just gonna let the music play. So as I said at the beginning, I had a feeling everybody is going to start falling off. one by one, so that the hero can continue on. And I was right. We fought Heidelin as a boss. I was right. There's only 2 more things to happen. Look, and the portal's open. Just really deliver us true. It must. So I think the twins are gonna be the next to go, giving us the final spot or path. I don't know. Well, here's a path. Here's where the path begins, and ascends to dizzying heights. Let us make our way one step at a time. That was weird. Our friends got us this far. Their courage, their strength, their wisdom, their love. We owe it to them to continue, no matter how long it takes. Let's go, guys. You two stalked me from the start. I need a Black Mage. Come on, give me some good. I don't want Leviathan. Stop giving me Leviathan. There we go, that'll work. Lisa's with us. In spirit, she is with us. All I can hear is my own footfalls, my heartbeat. So much quieter now. But the fact we can breathe and continue is proof that the others are still with us. They are, aren't they? Thancred would scout the road ahead. Yuriande and Oriange would trade opinions on esoteric subjects. Grahal would join in the discussion, or else chat with me and Alize about the mission. Stinian would be at the rear, apart yet present. All the while you would come and go, while you are needed, wherever you're needed. Together we would travel. The portal is barely visible from up here. Surely we've come far, much farther than we would have been possible if we kept chasing perfect ideals as we did in the past. It is because we have known failure and frustration that we have learned and grown from them, that Heidelin has entrusted us with this mission, with the fate of the star. 'Tis a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. At any moment I'll wake up in my bed, still a student, grandfather alive, and I'll go about my day. Relieved as the fragments of the other life fades away. And that would be the happiness. It would be happiness, wouldn't it? Then none of it? No, I wouldn't give up these experiences, good or bad. They are mine, they are me. Come on, you two. You're still kids after all. God, what do you want, 16? 15? They were like 14 when the game started, so it's been, what, 3 years? So... Rest assured I am fine, but thank you for your concern. What of yourself? Though we cannot afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now. And we've but a few steps away from the journey's end. It will be before we know it. Me? Oh, I have plenty of leg left in me. Do not worry. It's you I'm worried about. You always push yourself so hard for us. For everyone. And while we're here, we'll make it sure to bear our share of the burden. Where's the ship? Oh, wow. That's how far the ship is? That's how far we've come? Good grief. I like this song. Well, this is it, the end of the path, the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships. We may be made to feel powerless. Yet, what may let us... It come what may. It come what may, let us have no regrets. No, let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we have achieved and how it's changed for the better. Not worth for fighting for, but and dying for, as they did. There are some structures up ahead, still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound, and I hope it all works out somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same. And for you most of all. Not that you of all people need it, just after all the help you've given me, for once I want to be the one to help you. This looks weird. Okay. The necropolis. It's almost... normal. It's unlike many of the cities we know, but it's deadly quiet. Mayhap the inhabitants are within the buildings, or invisible to our senses. Wrong on both counts. There was simply no one here. Pateron. Oh, the demon child. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star, which one pulsed with life, but no longer. How it ended, I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicide, none can say. None live to speak for the dead. They're all gone. Gone. Search all you like, but you will only end up turning back. I ain't got a kitty cat. If there is no one here, then neither should there be an emotion to bar our way. Yet Pateron seems convinced we will turn back. What riddle is this? Whatever Pateron may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. What you doing, Coda? Huh? Indeed, at the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, we shouldn't take long before to cover the area. Be safe, you two. Pateron, you think you've caught me? This form is barely a drop in the ocean that swells within the dead sun. Even so, I could easily unmake you. You are only still alive because of your comrades, but they cannot protect you forever. Until they fade away, I'll satisfy myself with watching you try and fail to find a way off this lifeless planet. Hello? Hello? Were it not for the thick layer of dust, you could try drinking from one of these cups not so long ago. Her symbol's a tree, and it appears to be fashioned from a stone-like material, erected in place of an actual tree, or to serve as some other purpose, perhaps. Regardless, no one's here to explain to tell the story. It's the city of the dead. This place is reminiscent of a bar. But neither patrons nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers on the shelves, with a loose few sitting on the counter. Vessels for the beverages, in all likelihood. A venue bursting with activity until it was not. It's a courtyard. In the distance, you glimpse Alize picking her way through the ruins. But otherwise, no sign of life. If anyone can hear me, say something. The echoes fairly before being swallowed by the silence. Though set slightly off the ground, it appears to be a door, while the objects to the left appear to be letterboxes. The door is rested shut, and a film of dust all over suggests the one that no one has come through in a long time. Huh. Is this where we're going to use the stone? Or will the twins give up their life to make a path? Isaiah, what's up? And take a look at this. If the road was a little longer, we could take it just beneath the dead sun. I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? Not really. I see. I noticed the same thing. Cups left on the table, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here. I don't know. But I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Alpha now and compare what we learned.
Did you find anything?
No. This place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteor seen.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out. Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
What? No. Not another word.
I'm sorry, but there is a chance, and I must seize it. For everyone, and for myself. I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others. But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time. As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone? More than a hero, she's a dear friend.
Actually, I'm not a fan of
Not
either of
only
you
to
two. I don't
us,
care.
But to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet...
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at Journey's End. This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on. Thank you. What are you?
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here. You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters, as did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Fear? I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteion, feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal. But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger.
We rise, fall, and rise again. Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
And then there was one.
Please, please, oh, please let them all be safe.
And the end has come to Charlian.
Cryle? Are you all right?
Oh, not yet.
It's nothing. Just a headache. They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry, an associate of the Scions. He wishes to speak with you at once.
Oh, that is creepy. The city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. Sorrow of 1,000 worlds weigh heavy, and yet you can walk on. Oh.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
I can't run. It's a walk.
Do not despair. You are not without allies.
I don't know these voices.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Was that Moonbreeder?
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
And we, for our part, are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
A future shaped by the choices we made in ways we could never foresee.
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home. I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
That's the voice of Lise.
Strong art thou, mortal.
That was Midgar Simor. That or Nidhogg.
Look with light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Sounded like Minfilia.
Let's finish this.
That sounds like Thancred.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest.
Oh, there is.
I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place. The rejection of life by those who came to curse it. Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you. Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place. You should have remained on Atheris. Struggle will avail you not, nor will it grant your comrades peace. Come, let me relieve you of your burden. You've suffered enough.
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
How do we make peace?
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
There are so many people in the world. You must triumph.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
I am ever grateful.
After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
I won't forsake the cause. So,
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all. I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
Adelaus, in itself, how are you doing?
What are you?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore. That being said, we do have a score to settle. So here I am, Vinar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness. Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear. Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Aetheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please. Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
That's it.
Me
That's all
too.
you got.
Though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more. A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair. In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
May you ever walk in the light.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
Come with us, Pateron. Okay, the nest is about to open, I guess.
Can you hear me? The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting, hurting. End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost. But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible. Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star. See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play. Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles? What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs? I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you. As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much. I certainly did.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another. Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
I don't know if... I don't think I could ever know what to say to that, man. In retrospect, I always felt like the wrong thing. But the past notwithstanding, he came to your aid at the moment of need. Here we are. We will not squander this chance he has given us. We will see to this triumph's conclusion and bid the final curtain fall. And there it is. Okay, guys, so we are going to end it here. Since I know this button. Oops. I want to thank everybody for watching. Hopefully, this is going to be the final episode. Or not the final episode. The next episode is going to be the final episode. So hang out. Relax. I'll see you next time.